Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about last night's primary in Missouri, Michigan, and I think a couple of other states. But importantly, was Missouri because, of course, Cori Bush, who is a squad member, the very progressive caucus of the Democratic caucus in the House of Representatives. She was facing a tough primary challenger from a more moderate Democrat, Wesley Bell, who ended up defeating her last night. So this, is important because it is always important when an incumbent congressional member loses their primary to a challenger. That typically means that there is a deeper story that doesn't just happen out of the blue. It never just happens out of the blue because the challenger is a strong candidate. It very rarely happens. But there is a small trend that we have been seeing, actually, in these congressional primaries, at least in 2024, where these squad members, these progressive members of the House, keep on losing. So last night, Wesley Bell won the Democratic primary this was District 1 of Missouri. This was the first congressional district. And it was a relatively close race. It started off when the results came in. It looked very lopsided in favor of Wesley Bell. And then it did narrow up only about less than a 6-point win for Wesley Bell. He won 51.2% of the vote. Cori Bush won 45.6%. So, this race is important because Wesley Bell was, in a very major way, was funded and, propped up by AIPAC. That's the super PAC, I guess, or lobbying for more so, that is aligned with Israel, right? The state of Israel. It stands for is American-Israeli relationships or something like that. But they are the Israel lobby in Congress. That's what they are. They are the liberal, or they are the Israel lobby. Whoops. Of course, Cori Bush, being a squad member, being very far left and progressive, more of a democratic socialist, of course, is, far left on the position of Gaza. You see here, right here, ceasefire now in front of a placard that says ceasefire now, veterans for ceasefire now in Gaza. And she has been very outspoken against Israel and what they are doing in Gaza and Benjamin Netanyahu. She definitely didn't attend Netanyahu's speech in Congress. So obviously she is going to be one of the most anti-Israel members of Congress. So AIPAC wanted her gone, and they have huge control. They fund so many people in Congress, near all Congress people. So they have a deep connections with all of these congressional members, and of course they want to oust the ones who reject AIPAC and everything they stand for and their money. So they wanted Cori Bush gone, and they were successful. They take credit here for defeating a second squad member, and this is what I was saying before. This is now becoming a trend. If you remember, not too long ago, in the 16th District of New York, Jamal Bowman, who was another squad member, extremely anti-Israel, extremely progressive and far left, he was defeated by a much more moderate, many would call him more Republican than Democrat, a very centrist Democrat, George Latimer. And he was also hugely propped up by Israel, or not Israel, but AIPAC. And, this race was much more lopsided in favor of Latimer because AIPAC put a lot more money into this race, and also Bowman's campaign was really awful. But George Latimer won 59% of the vote. Jamal Bowman only won 41%. And what do you see? You see in the Bronx, of course, the most progressive part of the district, Jamal Bowman won 84% of the vote. But it didn't matter because the much more populous Westchester, which is the suburbs, George Latimer won 64% of the vote. But you can just see how, the progressives in the Bronx, of course, in the urban areas, they favored Jamal Bowman because that's what it did come down to. It came down to ideology. The ideology difference between Jamal Bowman and George Latimer beyond the issue of Israel and Gaza is tremendous, as well as the policy differences between Cori Bush and Wesley Bell. I mean, it really just is tremendous. And St. Louis, of course, the more progressive, more urban, more densely populated part of the district, Cori Bush won 43-44, while you move into more of the suburbs of the district. This is St. Louis County now, not St. Louis City, and Wesley Bell won this county quite handily, 56% to Cori Bush's 41%. So quite an interesting trend that's going on, and it will be something to watch out for. How far AIPAC will go to remove all of the squad members, because obviously all of the squad members are very anti-Israel. So thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe down below. That helps out a lot. Again, thank you for clicking on this video and watching all the way through. Drop a like, drop a comment to let me hear your thoughts. I'm interested on your guys' thoughts about this. And I will see you all later.